Hey, what's up? What's up, y'all? What up? Man, listen. Ezekiel Elliot look look great. Ezekiel Elliott looked great, man. He looked great Sunday. Carried the ball 20 times for 143 yards, man, and he saw the end zone. My question is he back to form? Because he also had a good game the previous game. So my thing is Zeke back? You know what I'm saying? He was eating. He was eating, man. Whether you like the Cowboys or not, whether you like Zeke Elliott or not, somehow I'm gonna say that's my seatbelt. Yeah, I'm riding without a seatbelt right now, but I'm just moving my car, letting my mom grab her spot. But so my question is Zeke back to form? You know what I'm saying? Because he been on a decline every year the last couple years. And I mean, he even had a fumbling problem last year. You know what I'm saying? He was costing him by putting the ball on the ground and losing the fumbles. You know, these fumbles, they wasn't recovering. You know, so and that's not normal from him. That's not normal from Zeke. So with the last couple games, and especially this past Sunday, I mean, against Carolina, which got a great defense, Shaq Thompson and the rest of that defense, they playing lights out. And we got to give some credit to Sam Darnold, because the New York Jets tried to throw him under the bus. They tried to throw him under the bus. You know what I'm saying? They tried to put it all on him, but it wasn't on him. It wasn't on him. The Jets is a horrible organization. You know what I'm saying? So it definitely wasn't on, all the problems wasn't on Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold is what they drafted. He's a number one pick. He's a high level quarterback. As you've seen, he can think quick. He makes the proper adjustments, the proper audibles. He's leading the NFL in rushing touchdowns, Sam Darnold. So that means he can get you out of jams with his legs, right? He can get you out of a jam with his legs. So the New York Jet organization, they tried to, I guess, pull the wool over everybody's eyes and say Sam Darnold is not what he was hyped up to be, obviously, because he was the casualty of war in the Jets' terrible last 4 years, right? Longer than that, but these last 4 since he been there, 3 or 4, whatever, since he been there. It's late, but I had to have it. But yeah. So we know Sam Darnold's not the problem. So in a year or two, we're gonna do this again with Zach Wilson. Zach Wilson's gonna be the sacrificial lamb because the Jets only had, I'm gonna say, 11 wins in 4 years. So when his rookie contract is up, they're gonna have 11 wins probably in 4 years. I'll give him 13 in 4 years, right? Quote me on it too. Quote me on it. I'm the czar. Quote me on it. So 13 wins in 4 years. And we're gonna blame Zach Wilson. We're gonna blame Zach Wilson like we blame Sam Darnold. I'm not vouching for Zach Wilson because I don't know how good he is. I mean, He played at Utah. No, I'm sorry, BYU. Played at BYU, and that's kind of iffy. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of iffy. And they're like, oh, well, he can make all the throws and all that. Every single quarterback can make all the throws. In workouts and warm-ups and all that. In games, when he's playing against lesser competition, they can all make all the throws. And it always looked good when the play works. The quarterback will get the call. The quarterback will get the credit as opposed to the coach who made the call. You know what I'm saying? But it's gonna be Zach Wilson's fault in 3 years that, you know, he couldn't get us over the top. He couldn't make the season exciting. He couldn't put us in the playoff hunt. He couldn't get us, well, because the thing is, you're in New York, and regardless of what anybody want to say, New York is the mecca of all sports. It's the capital of the world, but let's be real. When you're out of the country and you watching TV, those commercials in other countries, those commercials show New York. They show Manhattan. And it just is what it is. So you can't have a losing team, a horrible team in New York for too long. It just don't make sense. LA, same difference. If the commercials ain't New York, it's of LA, Hollywood, where movies come to life. So the thing is, the front office of the New York Jets is responsible for them losing, but the scapegoat is, we drafted this dude number 1. Look at what he did in college. He was a bust. Now you're looking at Sam Darnold. He's not a bust because he got Carolina running like a well-oiled machine just as good as it did when Cam Newton was there. They took away Robbie Anderson when he was in New York. Never got him a running game. New York, the Jets, been a pretty good defensive organization for probably the last 10 years. But, I mean, they get wore out. And then they're to blame, along with the quarterback, for the team not having success when the front office is horrible. But when the front office is the owners or the children or the grandchildren of the owners, you're going to get a terrible product. And that's just is what it is. So to me, I'm going to say the Jets have to get a general manager, and they got to let him do his job. And the Jets are going to have to get a general manager and don't associate him with the head coach. Don't have a GM / head coach. No. Let the coach the team. Let the general manager build the team. And I guarantee you they'll have way more success, and let the ownership stay out of the way. Because that's the problem with the Dallas Cowboys. They have the owner and his son trying to own, trying to general manage, and don't tell me you ain't seen it. A lot of times you'll see Jerry and Stephen Jones down on the sideline when it's getting ugly. They never come down there when it's getting ugly, they come down on the sideline just to kind of let everybody know. All these people that you done buttered up and babied and, you know what I'm saying, done greased their palms, they come down on the sideline to let them know. Like, listen, You know, this is but right now, I gotta give credit where credit is due. Ezekiel Elliot is back to feed Zeke, man. He's eating, man, and it's just a thing where, and think about this too. The Raiders are also good this year. So you got 2 of the 4 storied franchises doing good. So you got the Raiders and the Cowboys doing good. And then you got Pittsburgh, who's doing horrible, which is my team. They're doing so bad. It's almost sad to watch a Pittsburgh game. And then the 4th historically good franchise will be since I've been living, will be the 49ers, right? And they're almost there. They're almost there. So when those 4 teams is doing good, the NFL is great. You know what I'm saying? And it's almost to that point. You know, if Pittsburgh would come to grips with Ben Roethlisberger's time is over, and possibly Mike Tomlin, his time is over, because Mike Tomlin don't really have control of the team. He never really had control of the team. And everybody's like, oh, Antonio Brown just do what he want. No, he don't do what he want. He do what they let him do. Did it in Oakland, gone. Did it in New England, gone. And Bruce Arians over at Tampa Bay, first go around when Tom Brady asked for Antonio Brown to be brought in, that's a big no-go, Tom. Then they talked about it. Tom did some convincing. It's Tom Brady. You gotta kind of sit down at the table with him. Tom did some convincing, and then here come Antonio Brown, model citizen. Up until this point, model citizen. You haven't heard no Antonio Brown drama. None. Antonio Brown been on the straight and narrow. Got a Super Bowl win going with Tom Brady's process. You know what I'm saying? And I don't understand why a lot of dudes don't follow the they don't just stay on the straight and narrow. You got money, that's cool. You got fame, that's cool. Stay low, man, and build. Like Ezekiel Elliot. Not this year, but the last 3 off seasons, he been in trouble every year. Been in trouble every single, and right around the time where the season started. So now you got him on the straight and narrow. Dak is always on the straight and narrow. That's why Dak is having a great career. To be honest, 4th round pick, having a great career. Dak's having a great career, man. If you can't admit that, then something wrong with you. Dak's having a great career. Ezekiel Elliott's having a great career. And now there's no trouble. And he looks focused. And look at his production right now. Look at his production. Couple that with Dak's production. And look at the team's record. They got a real good defense also. They got a pass rush. They got Trevon Diggs, who's locking down everything. Intercepting everything. And the other teams still keep throwing over there. So, he might finish the season with 10 or 11 interceptions. But they look real good right now. The Cowboys. And you got to give them credit where credit's due. But the number one reason is Ezekiel Elliott is back to his old self. Zeke is back to his old self. So, we'll go with that, man. Until something happens, that's what it is. Hey, man, appreciate y'all for stopping in. Hit the subscribe button. Please hit the subscribe button. Drop a comment, drop a like, share the video. Get your channel memberships. I'm about to stop telling y'all. Get your channel memberships because the giveaways is about to start happening. There's about to be a lot of stuff going on that a channel membership is gonna be needed for, man. So I'll see y'all later on, man. Peace out.